Let's talk about some legal matters here for just a moment. The diabetes drug Avandia continues to make headlines, and Andy Crouppen of Brown & Crouppen joins us to talk about some of the issues stirring up controversy, maybe about this, but in a broader sense, prescription drugs in general, drugs that have these rumors swirling around them, drugs that maybe have been pulled off the shelf. Good morning to you.
Good morning to you, too.
So I hear word that just earlier this week, the FDA put a halt on enrolling new people in this trial that the manufacturer of Avandia was going through. What is Avandia, first of all? What's it used to treat?
It's used to treat type 2 diabetes, which is a big problem in this country.
Sure.
And initially, the drug's been out for a while. It was a blockbuster drug, and initially the results were very promising. It was one of the most prescribed drugs in the country, and what it did is it helps the body absorb sugar and cross from the bloodstream into the cells. What happens is with diabetes is if you have a buildup of the sugar because it doesn't cross into the cells, it can cause organ damage, and that's where you have people with heart problems and liver problems and some of the real serious complications of diabetes.
Of type 2 diabetes, or type 1 for that matter, but adult onset diabetes we're talking about for the most part. So it sounds great. What was the problem?
Sounds great.
Yeah.
Well, the problem is depending on which side you listen to, although it looks like it's leaning towards it was a real problem, was that it was causing about 300 to 500 heart attacks a month more than some of the competition, which did a reasonably good job of addressing the problems of type 2 diabetes. So it was an increased risk of heart attack and stroke as well.
But here we are with a drug that is still available. The FDA has not seen such a high level of risk at this moment in time anyway, that they are willing to tell GlaxoSmithKline, the manufacturer, you need to yank this off the shelf. So if you're currently prescribed to it, or maybe you were and got off of it, and now you're thinking, you know, I did have some heart problems after where are you legally? What are you supposed to do about it?
Well, it depends. I think the best thing to do is just call an attorney, because there are different stages of a drug being, I don't want to say pulled, but initially they'll put some warnings, then a more serious warning, a black box warning. Ultimately, it may be pulled. But what happens is sometimes those trigger issues with the statute of limitations. You only have a finite period of time to file a claim.
Okay.
So once they put a warning, that sometimes starts the statute of limitations running. However, maybe 2 years down the line, they pull it from the market entirely, which may then reset the statute. So it's not an easy question to answer. The easiest way to do it is, if you think you may have had an issue, call an attorney.
Does it make a difference as to, you know, the current state of Avandia is it's available and it's fully legal in the United States. Does that make a difference legally? There's something in my head that says, well, you know, it was available, the FDA looked at it, they said it was fine. Does that make a difference?
Well, it can. It depends on when you took it. If you were taking Avandia prior to the warnings being placed, you didn't know. If you take it now, you have some knowledge that it could cause some problems. However, it's just a warning. If you take it now, have a heart attack, it still may be pulled from the market. Right now what's happening is the FDA is going to take the advisory panel's recommendation and make a decision. They usually go with that, but you never know. They could pull it from the market, in which case, if you've been taking Avandia even after the warning and now it's pulled, you may still have a case. So I think the best thing, if you have something as serious as a heart attack and you were taking Avandia, call a lawyer. It doesn't cost anything, and find out really what your rights are, because you're just trying to keep your health. Type 2 diabetes is very controllable.
Sure.
A heart attack can cause you some major issues that you didn't have, you know, with just the diabetes.
Risk-benefit analysis that we always talk about. Well, keep us up to date with this, because I have a feeling we might be talking about Avandia more in the coming months, for the better or the worse. Time will tell. If you have a legal question for Brown & Crouppen, you can email us at greatday@kmov.com.